The thinnest iPhone ever made. Yes, Apple has been working on one of their thinnest devices ever. This new model is dubbed the new iPhone 17 Air or Slim. And to make this product, Apple had to make some incredible sacrifices in all different domains. And in this video, I'd like to share with you 17 of the most important things you need to know about the upcoming new iPhone 17 Air. Okay, so for starters, the iPhone 17 Air is going to replace the iPhone 16 Plus or the Plus model or the iPhone 17 Plus. So yes, the Plus model was introduced with the iPhone 6 back in the days. Then it was removed after the iPhone 8. So we had the iPhone 8 Plus and then it got reintroduced with the iPhone 14. But again now, this year, the iPhone 17 Plus won't exist. It will likely be the iPhone 17 Air. Talking about Air number 2, it's not certain, but the chances are very high that this iPhone will be called the iPhone 17 Air. And this is simply because we already have a MacBook Air, we have an iPad Air. The Air branding is extremely powerful with Apple. We have the Pro lineup, then we just have iPhone 17, just the normal naming, and then the Pro naming obviously. So having the iPhone Air or iPhone 17 Air in that lineup makes total sense. Number 3, this iPhone will be the thinnest iPhone ever. If you remember, the iPhone 6 came in at 6.9 millimeters. Well, this new iPhone 17 Air is expected to come in at 5.55 millimeters. And this is insanely thin. I'm really curious how people will react to such a thin device. And this brings us to the 4th point, and that is that this iPhone will likely be made out of titanium for most of it, because titanium is highly durable, and we have it on the iPhone 16 Pro models. The iPhone 15 Pro also has it, and it's just an extremely sturdy and strong material. We all know about the iPhone 6 band gate issue that we had back in the days. Well, Apple wants to prevent this again from happening with such a thin device, so they make sure that the materials on this iPhone are extremely strong and durable. So it likely will be titanium for most of the part on the iPhone 17 Air. Then number 5, as mentioned, this device will replace the Plus line. So this means that it won't be as big. Display won't come in at 6.9 inches, but instead will come in at 6.6 inches. Coming in at more or less a sweet spot for the average Apple user. And yeah, then still talking about the display, we can expect ProMotion on this iPhone 17 Air. Yes, so ProMotion finally coming to probably every iPhone in the lineup this year. What's ProMotion? ProMotion basically means that your iPhone's display is refreshing at 120 frames per second. Side note though is, although this iPhone 17 Air will get ProMotion, it's very likely that it won't get the always on display functionality. So this means that you have your always on display feature on when you toggle off your iPhone, or even when you put it in standby mode, you don't get the standby mode features. Then number 7, even with this size, with this thinness, the iPhone 17 Air is expected to have 1, the action button, 2, camera control, and 3, even MagSafe charging. Yes, this was removed, for example, on the iPhone 16e, but the iPhone 17 Air is expected to come with all these features. When you look at the whole lineup, every iPhone 17 that will be introduced in September is going to have all these 3 features. Number 8, let's talk about the potential colors that we could see on this iPhone 17 Air. We could expect a black, silver, light gold, and light blue color. Obviously, these light tones, these light colors are what we're familiar with when looking at the Air lineup. For example, look at our MacBook Air models or our iPad Air models. You see these subtle and soft color tones instead of the more aggressive ones. For example, the Pro lineup or just a regular lineup. Alright, now let's talk about performance. What is under the hood? Number 9 is that we're getting the A19 Pro chip. Yes, you heard that right. The A19 Pro. People thought that we would get the A19 chip, but eventually we're expecting to see the A19 Pro chip on the iPhone 17 Air. Probably some of the cores or 1 GPU core will be disabled or binned. But yeah, an A19 Pro chip on this device means that performance will be absolutely incredible, what we used to see on all the iPhones just in general. Number 10, we need to talk about the RAM or unified unified memory, and this is going to be 12 gigabytes. And that's absolutely insane because this is likely what we also will get on the iPhone 17 Pro models. So again, no sacrifices have been made on the performance end. So we get 12 gigabytes of RAM, which makes this iPhone future-proof and won't lag when looking at performance. Next up, number 11, is that we're expecting Apple's own C1 modem to be integrated inside of iPhone 17 Air. This modem was first introduced on the iPhone 16e and is now also coming to the iPhone 17 Air. People actually underestimate how important this is because Apple's C1 modem is made by Apple, so it's highly optimized for Apple Silicon. It's extremely power efficient, which is essential for this thin device, especially looking at the battery life, which we will cover later on. So yeah, the Apple C1 modem is going to be part of the iPhone 17 Air as well. Then as a first, number 12 is that we can expect a new Wi-Fi 7 modem, not only exclusive to the iPhone 17 Air, but the whole iPhone 17 lineup. And again, as mentioned, Apple is just on this journey to create all the components inside of their devices themselves. And most of this has to do just to increase performance, efficiency, and overall support inside of an iPhone. Not only is this way more cost efficient for Apple, but also it gives the user more battery life, better performance, and just overall a better user experience. Just to give you an idea, Wi-Fi 7 can provide speeds of up to 40 gigabytes per second, which is absolutely nuts, and I cannot wait to do some tests here. But yeah, Wi-Fi 7 Apple made chips. Then number 13, and this is really important for this thin iPhone, and that is that we can expect a vapor chamber heatsink, which will increase thermal performance, and this is essential for your iPhone basically performing well, not overheating, and also extending its battery life. Next up, we need to talk about the camera. So number 14, and that is that we will get a single rear 48 megapixel lens or camera on the back. We're not used to that a lot. We know the iPhone 16e has it, and this is also coming to the iPhone 17 Air. This means that we cannot record in spatial video, but yeah, some sacrifices obviously are needed here. And then number 15, we need to talk about the front camera. This is going to be the best one ever. We expect a 24 megapixel front facing camera across all the models, but yeah, also on the iPhone 17 Air. Truly excited about this one. On to the next point, and this is something a lot of people are concerned about, and that is that the battery is going to be pretty small on this iPhone 17 Air. Obviously, if you want to achieve this level of thinness, you need to make compromises somewhere. So the battery is expected to be less than 3000 milliamp hours. This will likely get you through normal usage to around 70 to 75% of your day without charging. But yeah, we expect a battery less than 3000 milliamp hours. And then lastly, with regards to this thin battery, Apple is likely going to introduce a new MagSafe battery case in order to compensate for this loss in battery life on these thin iPhone 17 Air models. I think it will be something comparable to the previous battery pack that we had, and I also believe that this battery will be compatible with the other iPhone 17 models. Oh, and one final thing is that we expect the iPhone 17 Air to be priced around $899 US for the base model. And I expect this model to come with 128 gigabytes of storage. This is what I think are the 17 most important things we can expect on the new iPhone 17 Air. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you interested in the thinner iPhone? Share it with us in the comments below. Thanks for being here, and see you in the next one. Peace.